It's been a tough campaign. Obviously, getting relegated is never easy, but it was our first foray up there for a few years. It was very, very competitive. When you look at the likes of Derry and Dublin, being in the semi-final of the championships last year, that'll tell you how strong it was. Clare have been up there for nine seasons, and they ended up getting relegated, and they're a fantastic side, so it's very competitive. We possibly came out on the wrong side of one or two results, but such is the nature of the competitiveness of Division 2, I was coaching in a way with Ray, you know what I mean, and the county board just asked me would I stay on, you know what I mean, and look, I had invested a bit of time into the coaching with the lads, and they're a good bunch, and I didn't want to see them stuck, so one thing followed another, and I was put in as manager, and I'm happy to do it. It was so busy at the time. I think when I took over, we were due to play Kildare, and obviously we were prepping for that, because obviously it was a do or die. We needed to win in order to stay up and force a kind of a last day scenario with Clare. But it's been good. It's been very good. It's a steep learning curve, this level, you know what I mean. But the players have been fantastic, to be fair, So I've obviously been involved with Kerry Minors, and I've been involved with Cairns O'Rahilly's, down through the years, and obviously played under some fantastic managers, Bomber Liston, Jack O'Connor, Shawnee Welsh. Those type of guys have been managers down through the years. So I've had good influences on my career, and obviously Kerry Minors is ultimately, it's minors. Football is football. It is a little bit raw and a bit more purer, and they're a little bit more innocent. But such was the competitive nature of the minors that it preps you well for this type of gig. To be fair, I think by virtue of the fact that Limerick got to the final last year, it probably gives the teams outside the top level probably a little bit more hope, you know what I mean. But the Munster Championship is always really good, you know what I mean. It's coming into a time when the weather gets better, fellas are starting to get fitter, starting to get a bit fresher, and there's a lot of work done throughout the league. But look, we're no different than any other side. We're looking forward to it, I think probably the motivation is from within, is to get back to where they were last year, you know what I mean. And the other, I think the stronger motivator is to do better than that if we can get there, you know what I mean. And look, ultimately see where that takes us. But at the moment, there's one game in our way, and that's what we're dealing with, Clare obviously have been in Division 2, for the last 9 seasons, which is an achievement in itself. Obviously, we beat them last year in penalties in the championship, but Clare ultimately got her in the back door and got to a quarter final, I think, where they were ultimately undone by Derry. But again, Clare have some really, really top players, you know what I mean. They're on the road a long time, very experienced, and beating them won't be done easily, when you look at what he's done the last couple of years. I mean, we're seeing to assure ourselves the level of competition in Division 2, and to stay there for the last 9 seasons, I think, has been absolutely fantastic. But again, they've got some brilliant players, because it's so competitive, you know what I mean. And you're getting good games week in, week out, you know what I mean. So that level of competition ultimately brings you on. You would hope that our lads have learned a good little bit from the teams we faced this year. We played Derry away, Dublin at home. We played Clare and Cork away. They're tough fixtures, You'd be hoping that we've learned a little bit from those matches, We've obviously drawn a line under the sand now. The league is finished, The only thing on our horizon or on our focus at the moment is one match with an opportunity to get into the Munster final, and that can be our only focus really for the time being. But confidence is good. The lads are good lads, As a child, you remember going to the matches packed to the throngs in Killarney, watching Kerry, or coming up to the old Parky Queeve to watch Kerry and Cork. But no, it's a fantastic opportunity. Look, for Limerick, for us to, if we could get back to the Munster final again, it would be an amazing achievement. And I think ultimately, that's how you learn. That's how you drive on the standards within Limerick football,